Hello, and welcome to Philip Brown's Computer Networking Lab. You're watching the instructional video called Routing and Remote Access for VPN Clients. The goal of this video is to create a VPN server that will allow VPN clients from off the internet to log into our private LAN network and access our internal servers. Here we see the server inside of the private LAN of 10.0.0.0 and the client from the internet with the public IP address of 80.80.80 network. Here we are on the server DC1. Let's take a look at our Active Directory to see what client we will be using to make the VPN connection. I have chosen William Riker to make the VPN connection. Let's take a look at his properties. I have set his network access permissions to allow access. Normally I would use the network policy server, but I just want to make this a simple example. Also, inside of the route and access server, I have added the computer VPN, since it needs to be part of this group in order for it to participate in VPN operations. Now we're on the server VPN. Let's open up the routing and remote access GUI. We can see that it's not configured because of the red dot. Let's go ahead and configure it. We have a number of choices in order to start our VPN. This first one is used specifically for clients. The second choice would also be a good choice. The choice between private networks will not be a good one because it's a site-to-site, which we will look at in the next video. I could choose a custom configuration, but it will not automatically put filters on the inbound and outbound for me. So I'll allow the wizard to set that up for me. I only need the VPN choice because I'm not using the dial-up modem. Now I have to choose which interface will specifically be participating in VPN. I'll choose the WAN interface. I could use DHCP to hand out IP addresses to VPN clients, but I'll make my own selection. Here goes my range of IP addresses. It's important to remember that at least one of the IP addresses will be used for the VPN interface. And so, even though I have 5 IP addresses listed, only 4 of them will be usable by VPN clients. I plan on using the Active Directory users and not a radius server. Okay, the routing and remote access will need to start up the services before we can use it. Let's expand it and take a look at it. We can see that there are no clients currently listed. Okay, we're on PC1. Let's try to make a connection to the internal company network private LAN. I'm going to try to ping the server. Okay, we can see that the request times out. I'm going to create a VPN connection to the VPN server. I'm going to choose to connect to the workplace network. And I'm going to specifically choose to have a VPN network. The company is Philip Brown, and I'll give it the IP address also. a filler brown, which is 80.80.80.1. Okay, now I'll type in William Riker username and password and try to make a connection. There, we can see that the connection connected. We can also see that the pings are going through after the connection. Okay, let's go back to the VPN server and verify that it sees the connection also. There it is. VPN client connections are very useful for connecting individuals to the corporate network. But in the next video, we will look at a way to connect entire sites to other entire sites. I hope this video has been informative, and I thank you for viewing.